Alright, we've made it back to our own moon after some rather unfortunate circumstances on the 13th moon. So let's go ahead and see what the aftermath of that's going to be. We made it back safely, at least. In light of this development, that we escaped with our lives is an accomplishment on itself. Would that we'd have anticipated Asjala's yearning to return home could have been manipulated in this fashion. Alas, we must now contend with a newborn void sent hell-bent on breaching the rift. And one of such prodigious strength, Zermus is unlike anything I've ever seen. So named for an ancient hero, as Golbez said, though none can say if there was even a silver of truth to the legends. Perhaps Golbez chose it in hopes that his champion would do which no one could in the Contra Memoria, save the world. But a true hero would not damn another world to save his own. And we're not about to let that happen, but regardless, we need to regroup. Aye, loath I am to admit it, we are in no state to face a void sent of Zeramus's might. Vitra not least of all, and body and mind both. For now, let us return to Razahan and take stock of the situation. Very well. No, might I trouble you to head to Blessway's Burrow and apprise Yarn-J of the situation. The rest of us shall tend to Vitra's wounds before returning to Razahan. Pray join us there, Anon. So I'm guessing the sealed portal's still over here? Yeah, it's still down there, so... I can't imagine in the next patch, Zeramus might very well breach into this moon. Oh, that's right, I forgot again. Has to be gotten to from down here. Yeah, we really don't have that much left to go over, because we just have this one quest run now, and then we're done with the patchwork. So in that case, we're going to actually probably do the quest lines, or at least one of them, for the two dungeons that I never... Naran, thou have returned. I'm pleased to say it hath been blessedly uneventful in your absence, but more importantly, what of your mission in the void? Terrible. Heavens forfend that Asjala would be used to birth a dread void sent born of Zodak's residual ether. Although we could not have predicted this outcome, there is one small mercy, the void set containment seal. As we employ the safe brands that once imprisoned Zodak in its creation, the seal should serve to hinder Zeramus. Yet for how long, none can say, for our enemy's strength is unknowable, while the barrier was erected in haste. Thou shalt rejoin our comrades and deliver right measures, yes? Then I shall remain here to maintain my vigil over the seal. Should we observe signs of an impending incursion, rest assured that I shall send word without delay. Go well, my friend. And then we'll just go ahead and teleport to Razahan. Yeah, there was two optional dungeons I never did after finishing the main Endwalker expansion. I figure probably could take the time, since we're going to have time, to go ahead and unlock those. Okay. When the such having your comments returned earlier, I couldn't help but notice that they were in low spirits. I hope it's nothing too serious. But forgive me, you must be eager to join them if you'd follow me.
Do you remember Ciriato and Farfarello? The cowardly pair of Voidsent that dwelled in my domain? Ciriato devoured Farfarello, and in so doing he inherited an all-consuming fear of Barbariccia. For as you know, when a Voidsent is devoured, it doesn't simply cease to be. Its soul persists within the devourer, and when a Voidsent dies, all the souls that harbored may break free to become individual entities once more. That is to say, by defeating Zeromus, we may yet save Azdaja. And to make certain that we do, we must remind her of who she is. When the time comes, you must call to her. Call with all your being.
Thy words give me heart, Zero. Thou hast my gratitude.
Then it's settled. Our objective is to defeat Zeromus. While it is unsettling that a Voidsent could be born of Zodiark's ether, its very nature may render it susceptible to the brands that once contained him. Did Urianger have aught to say? I see. If the seal may not hold for long, then haste is paramount.
Couldn't we just let it come to the source and strike it down here?
Doing so would consign Azdaja's soul to the ethereal sea. Any attempt to ensure her survival demands that we deal with Zeromus in the 13th.
I could barely go near it. Never mind land a blow. So thick was the shroud of darkness. How do you propose we fight such a foe?
Simple. Against impenetrable darkness, we must wield resplendent light. And it just so happens, there is a world replete with light. The question of how we will harness that light, you may leave to me. With our recent discoveries and proven techniques, as well as the aid of comrades near and far, I have faith that we will find a way. But only if I begin my work at once. Rest up while you can, for there will be much to do when I return.
It wouldn't do to be idle while our esteemed sorceress labors tirelessly. I shall be training if you have need of me.
Wait. Allow me to join you. I must become stronger for what lies ahead.
Fine by me. Come on then.
I shall not pass my time wallowing in despair, using my vessel I shall attend what preparations I may.
Alright. Ajah is my sister, and I have long dreamed of saving her. But if I am to do so, I must be better than I have been. Blessed though I am to have you and yours as comrades, I cannot well ask you to lift me up every time doubt and despair creep into my heart. I won't falter again, this I swear. I'll hold fast to my conviction, Narn. I'll pray that you will stand with me to the last. An orchestra roll, so that's pretty nice.
Zeromus is risen, but not yet at full strength. It will take time before the Fiend is able to breach the veil. But what is another moment on this long journey I have endured? It remains as fresh as if it were yesterday. Old friend, the memory of your passing and the pain. As I promised you then, I promise you now, they shall sing of Golbez, the hero who shattered the wheel and brought salvation to the world.
Okay, that does make me think that it... That does make me think it's not the guy that originally was wearing that armor that we're fighting. I think it might actually be his friend. Which I was confused on that part before, when we saw the Mora memory, but now I'm like pretty sure that's what's going on here at this point. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hit up Sharlayan, as we need the quest from there that I want to get to here. Both of them are there, in fact, so we may as well pick them both up, really. Maximus Might chatting around. It's actually pretty rare to see people using regular say chat around. I usually only hear shouts. Okay, one of the ones we need is like right around here somewhere. Ah, there they are. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. Alright, no, thank goodness you're here. It's absolutely terrible, awful, a mercy of cataclysmic proportions. What is it? I don't know, actually. They didn't say, but it doesn't sound simply dreadful. What I do know is Buildingway has been asking around after you. He said if I happen to see you, I should tell you to hurry over to Kennick Knolls with all haste. Well, what are you staying around here for? Away with you. Let's see here. I believe it's that one down there where no opera has gone before. Narn, you are Narn, yes? Oh, thank you ever so much for coming. In truth, I've been searching all over for you. You see, there's a most pressing matter for which I could use your wisdom and expertise. But we haven't actually been introduced yet, have we? The name's Jammingway, and I have the honor of serving as the communications officer aboard the Ragnarok. So anyway, to the matter I spoke of, it began the other day when my curiosity got the better of me. I decided to send a reconnaissance probe to Ultima Thule to investigate the environments. Imagine my surprise when my robotic friend responded just a short while ago from the most urgent and dire distress signal. Distress signal from Ultima Thule, now even after you and your companions mercifully put an end to the threat of the final days? Surely this intrigues and worries you as much as it does me. I was just about to venture there to investigate further, but there's no telling what dangers might await. And I'm a communications officer, not an adventurer. Please join me at Phasma Inn, and so we can boldly go to where you have gone before. So we got one on the moon and one at Ultima Thule. I guess we'll go to the moon for one first. I'm assuming they're probably at the burrow. Oh, we went too far up here. Oh no, I went to the wrong spot, I think, actually. Huh. That is curious, okay. So whatever it is over this way. I'm surprised I never went over here before. I guess there was just never a need. Probably was something here during the, well, I guess no, it would have been here during the expansion. You're here, not a moment too soon. Sorry to call you up here so abruptly, but you were the first person that came to mind that might be able to help. Do you recall the domicile we were planning to build for the evacuation? Don't mean to brag, but they were immaculate, positively perfect, except of course for the ever so small oversight of being 3 times larger than necessary. At least that's what I believe before speaking of Lauren J. I learned a lot from him about what we should and shouldn't make of the domiciles, and so I began making changes, small at first, but soon they became much bigger, more drastic. By the end, I swear I was drawing up wholly new plans by the minute. But I was too ambitious. The myriad plans I dreamed up overwhelmed our automated construction machine, the Big Cheese. Even as we speak, it's burrowing underground with reckless abandon. If we don't stop it, the domiciles will be the least of our problems. The entire moon is likely to end up looking like a truck of whole-filled cheese. Delectable, perhaps, but utterly unfit for habitation. We tried going after it ourselves, but the survey team never made it past the security systems down there. At least I don't think so. They've yet to return and aren't answering our communications. We're not resort to brute force, but I can think of no other way, and no other person to see the deed done. Would you be willing to go down there and stop the Big Cheese? Thank you. Head down to Smileton, and I'll see if they're let in. Alright, so we got one dungeon set up to do. So let's go ahead and set up the other one. Okay, Ultima Thule. I don't know offhand which Ultima Thule spot I need to be at, so we'll just take a guess. Oh, did I go to the wrong spot here? Where was I supposed to go then? Ooh, okay. I should have checked that before, but whatever. Alright, we're here. Narn, I knew you'd come. Clearly we have inquiring minds and crushing need to be of use of common. Anyway, I'm pleased to report that Ragnarok has already been prepared for our journey. A journey that fortunately will not require the massive quantities either that were necessary for your previous voyage beyond the stars. How can this be, you wonder? How else if I know? Whether it was a parting gift from Mother, or perhaps the manifestation of Medion's true desire, this vessel is strongly connected to Ultima Thule. So strongly, in fact, that it somehow exists in both locations, here in Labyrinthos and out in the edge of the universe. This is making sense to you now. Well, matters little. What matters is that we get to the other side and see what is troubling my dearest probe. On that note, let us be off. Oh, that's an interesting take. Alright. See, the Ragnarok exists here as sure as it did, and does back in Labyrinthos. With the vessel forming a conduit of sorts, we may easily teleport between the two locations. Convenient, wouldn't you say? Precisely because the locations are so individually connected to each other. However, I fear that whatever has triggered my probe's distress signal has the potential to threaten the Labyrinthos as well, so I'll investigate without delay. Let's see, now it would seem the distress signal is coming from base Omicron, not far from here. Let's hope my automaton friend can enlighten us further to this situation. Okay, this is definitely a big jump out here. Narn, this is my precious reconnaissance automaton, and yet it would appear this good-for-nothing bucket of bolts has given its only paws all over it. Please stand by for a moment, I'll give it a good talking to. You miserable sack of sockets, what in the heaven's name do you think you're doing with my oh-so-valuable automaton? Completing logic circuits, N7000 categorically denies the acquisition of this host organism. An advanced lifeform such as N7000 has no need for such outdated technology. On the contrary, this unit took pity on this makeshift machine, the primitive society which created it, and deigned to issue a warning. Primitive? Outdated? I'll show you primitive and outdated, you. Wait, what is that warning you speak of? Distinct simplification. To explain in imprecise terms that your crude mind might comprehend, sometime after the organic lifeform known as Narn here came in contact with M017, the Omicrons noticed an irregularity. Specifically, a power burst of energy from the remnants of a lost world. No doubt a reaction to Narn and her companions defeating the Endsinger. Fortunately, the energy wave itself caused no appreciable damage. Less fortunately, it housed within it an encoded message from the strategic matrix known as Sigma 1. The message contained a single word, a single command, live. That seems innocent enough, whatever is the problem. The message reached the sensors of Sigma 4, a logistics matrix that has long lain dormant. Shocked back to life at the behest of a fellow intelligence, it has resumed its duties in constructing weapons of mass destruction. Furthermore, the statistic probability of 99% that it will launch a full-scale assault on your imminently detectable home planet as soon as the production is complete. Perhaps we can remove its power source somehow. This unit projects that this would be less than ideal. Sigma 4's production capabilities are necessary to ensure that Omicron's existence is maintained perpetually. Simply destroying it is incompatible with the command issued by Sigma 1. So no way we might simply change its mind if Sigma 4 is convinced that war is essential to its survival. Could we not persuade it that an unprovoked offensive might threaten its existence even more? The grubby organism lifeform is proficient as merit. As a military information and operations specialist, this unit does possess the capability to rewrite the memory banks of other artificial intelligences. If this unit were to hack Sigma 4's neural core and implant the memory that such an offensive would once led not to victory, but to failure near eradication, it most logically conclude that preemptive attack is ill-advised. To accomplish this unit will access Sigma 4 and use a dimensional manipulator to generate a virtual environment stimulating its memories of war. It must traverse the environment and nullify Sigma 4's expectations of victory. That sounds simple and not all likely to get us killed. What do you say, Narn? Can't be any tougher than Omega, right? Right. Commencing strategic operations protocol. All proficients in the mission, please accompany this unit to access point at once. It's over that way somewhere. Alright. From this exit point, it will be possible for this unit to establish a communications interface with Sigma 4's neural network. You may be interested to know that this is the first time this unit has been able to perform its intended function since the day it was commissioned. This unit is honored and will do its utmost to maximize the probability of success. Or are you saying that you've never actually done this before? You really had me going with your advanced intelligence talk, but at least my probe had work experience. The fleet-ridden lifeform's evaluation is inaccurate. This unit is equipped with dynamic functionality. It simply has not encountered technology formable enough to acquire its full capabilities before. More significantly, this unit has succeeded in establishing the interface of Sigma 4. All that remains is for you to enter this simulation, use whatever puny weapons are at your disposal to destroy the code that lies within. Let you see the Matrix sufficiently traumatized. This unit will remain in this physical space to ensure the communication interface remains stable as you carry out the operation. I do take care, though the environmental is virtual, any pain you suffer within will feel quite real. Alright, so we have both dungeons open for us now. So the next two videos, I'm assuming, is probably going to be those dungeons, and then we'll... I don't know if I'm going to go straight into the raid storyline after that or not, but we'll see what we're going to do in the future. We got plenty of time, we got months of time, so... See you guys then.